Pray for us all. This is a short video just letting you know that I felt this feeling before, and I'll be here as long as I can or feel like I could, or for whatever reason now, but I'm going through compounding a bunch of things. Main thing is just too complex for me to feel a good energy. I feel like I need to change a lot in my life, and there's a lot that's dragging me away from some things, and I don't like this video. I'm just making this video to let you know that I'll try to make more videos. How about that? Some people end up saying that, they're like, oh, well, I'm done with social media, or I'm done with Facebook or whatever, and I think that that's one of the common ways to get rid of a few people, right? You could say, well, I'm getting off. I think this one chick says, well, I'm getting off of Facebook, and then she just blocks people, but she continues to stay on Facebook. She just gives a few people the impression that she disappeared forever off the airwaves. But, hey, thanks for listening to this. I apologize if it cuts off abruptly and I don't make videos, or that some of the videos are not very interesting. But that's just the way it goes. We can flare up and have something to say, and then it goes away. But really, I'm at an alarming time in my life. I think it's better that I stay on and try to communicate about it, but you'll see that I'm not really talking about it. I am not when it's terrible, because the worst the oh man, the main thing is to try to let ourselves know what we want, and this is what the Aries rising wants. The reason why I haven't been feeling well, and it's been kind of miserable, is because I'm not doing what I want and what I like, which is just to be free to do anything and everything that I like and want. There's a lot that needs to change, and I want it to change, and it's not doing it quick enough. And I've also experienced something in my relationships that I don't talk about here enough, only because I would like to find out what it is I'm trying to communicate, and I just don't think the connection is very authentic or natural. It is, but it isn't, and I don't know. All I know is that I don't have a lot of things down to have a connection, like have a, what I mean is a relationship, right? We're talking about if we're doing that. I have a lot of burdens here that tends to just completely overwhelm me, and I'm happy to be, oh man, I'm feeling really bad today, and I'm worried about my health, but I think I can overcome it. I need to be able to feed myself the right things, and so sorry this video got so there, and that's part of the reason why I don't want to make the videos, because I would rather be some entertainment to people, but perhaps it's not very um, real to think that anybody would support me doing stuff. But getting back to that, there's a couple videos that I don't know if I uploaded them yet, or maybe I did, but I might take them down. But it talks about, well, first of all, it seems like that social media wants us to like do the narcissism videos more. It's either that they're trying to help us get through it, like to try to like do the counseling and build up a community that says I support you, or they are trying to just get it known that it's there, or both. But I don't have anything to do with the way that it attracts so much attention, except for if you put narcissist and you put like a few keywords and then say something very organized. And but the truth is it's a very boring subject matter for people that are enlightened and who have like they have how about this a connection to or with God, because then we talk about different things like maybe how to use our imagination better, and like what we're doing, like to share our artisticness or tell a story well, and when you're being pummeled by the lower vibrational frequency, which I don't know if you call it narcissism, man, I think it's the cabal, you know what I mean? Then, and the survival mode, right? Survival mode puts you in I hope it ends for a lot of us that we experience. A lot of times it's people around us who just live impoverished as souls, really. They don't know how to make the best. They don't celebrate the good ends. They're always stressed out, I guess. And I should talk, right? I haven't. Oh, merciful God. I think that I might be ending social media because, well, particularly these, and I'm sorry if it's bumming you out, but no, I haven't been thinking free. It's exciting when you do get the 130 likes, or I don't know what it's at now. I should go check it out. From the narcissist videos, surprising. Um, and I think that it should be talked about. You can't talk about it enough. But to me, it's morphing into like, well, do you realize it's like just we have a non-human spiritual possession that's happening with a lot of people. And these people, they're dangerous because they think they know God. See, they couldn't really explain it within and without them. You don't feel it. There's something wrong, right? And I don't know. For me, I don't know. I need me. I need love in my life. I need not just a little bit, not just the average. Really, I'm the kind of person because I think it's because how that my dad left. I need like extra. I need extra lot of love, right? And I he didn't leave. See, my mom pushed him out. I shouldn't be letting anybody know this, but there's a difference because I think that he didn't want to be there, and he started getting kind of rotten and stuff. And my mom didn't. I can tell that yeah, she was going through something bad with him, and she had to push him out of her house. And I witnessed that. And then he went around around the block over there and hung out with some other person, and a woman, of course, and was, I guess he was successful. I don't want, why am I talking? Well, I'm just trying to say that well, it's not like he left me. My mom and dad had a problem. And see, that's really how that it rubbed off on me, only because my mom was very intelligent about it. She never talked bad about him in front of me to anybody when he wasn't there. She never um, talked to me about him, trying to convince me about who he was. We would go and visit him. It was long after he finally left and found some other place that we would visit on the weekends, right? And she's trying to do the weekend thing, maybe just to take a break, right? And um, after a while, it's just like, well, there was some time leading up to that time that we finally started spending weekends. But the truth is that I was able to see who he was. I don't know why I'm talking about this. But maybe the Mars trine Neptune is making a lot of people think about this for sure. Really. It's about our domestic lives and the masculine figure there. And Neptune actually rules our fathers. And a lot of modern day astrologers don't talk about it. It does point at like the father's high minded like habits, or if there was anything like that, really it's kind of like almost the capital F father, because it does point at religious values and stuff. But it also points at the mother's religious values. I mean, everybody's really. Neptune is very illusory, but it relates to the grandparents too. Anyway, particularly as the great grandfather, and that Jupiter does. Anyway, just interrupted myself. I mean, it would be nice to have somebody to talk to. I don't really have anybody to pour in to say, well, like, what do you think? How does it look from here? And isn't that a weird and dangerous thing to do? I think so. It is, because what if things are not really that way? I mean, there's so many ways to look at it, right? And then now you just letting somebody else convince you of something that maybe you should go inside and feel it more. And when it comes with matters of love, wouldn't you agree? Comment section down below if I do post this. I only want to make this a small. I've been crying a lot, which is like, whether it's that because I ate some wheat. Wheat makes me feel low in mood, and I can't help that, because a lot of times it's like, well, I need to eat something, right? And I'm trying to switch over to potatoes, to tell you the truth, and it's time for the yams to come out. Sorry about this. But there's all kinds of different kinds of tomatoes, potatoes. Sorry, but I like just the regular old mashed potatoes. Put stuff in it. So I'm getting ready for that. I'm tired of fending for myself alone. I'm tired of being hit, doing the hit and run, and being. I have been exhausted of my energy. I'm being attacked. I was trying to tell people this on Facebook, and it's attack if all that people can think about you is like what you need to change. It's like, can you just accept me the way I am? I'm sorry, but I must be in the wrong place, and it's going to take a little bit more time for me to finally see. I think I'm realizing it more than realizing how to do this myself, and I need to get out of this emotional darkness and state and heaviness, whatever it is. I feel burdened here. I think that I'll get a kick in the ass if. See, I can't accept anybody into me, not even in friendship, because this place is become just. I'm just burdened with so much, down to that. My car insurance policy ended, and I can't pay that, and it's a stress, and I don't want to drive anywhere but I do, and but yeah, getting all that stress, and I am tired of it. I've experienced it a lot over the last 3 or 4 years, so much so that just that alone, I have experienced a lot. That is even, it's more than that. On top of that, see, I'm getting kind of sick right now too. It's because of how that I'm carrying myself here. I don't want to do it. I don't want to get sick. I wish that I can get an opportunity away from what is encroaching on me that is just a trap, I feel, because I'm in isolation. I'm hermited, and my 3D reality, I'm just completely, like I said, I'm in isolation, and I'm hermited. I love my yard. I love my yard. I love my animals. I love meditating. I just, I'm too alone here, and I don't have anything that I'm doing financially for myself that, see, I feel that I'm kind of trapped this way because I'm being encroached upon. That's what I feel, how I feel. And having said this, I hate it. I don't know how to change that feeling, and I feel like it's making me sick also. There was some chemtrails today, and I'm just warning everybody right now that lives in my area. Try to inhale the sage. Pay attention. That stuff in the air has nothing to do with cloud seeding or weather. That has to do with making people sick. And you want to take precautions if you haven't been doing it already. The thing is that we're all susceptible. If our immune system goes low, and the way that our immune system goes low is that we experience stress. And I'm experiencing stress that is a little bit too much for me. It has to do with what I was trying to tell you earlier. See, the relationship thing, the quality of it, the thing that's so important to me, and I'm not feeling well with what's happening with me. I feel it's not enough communication, encroaching. It's berserk that way, and also I'm a musician, and I like I want to be able to play my music. There's a lot of things that I would think that I would want in my life, like as far as the people that I need to surround myself with, that who would encourage me, or actually just really it's authentic, that they like hearing what I have to say or play. But see, the thing is I think I have to move out of this area. It's pretty harsh for me. It's harsh for everybody if they really fucking look at it. Yeah, but the world is this way, right? But it happens to condense itself up here. I mean, look at me. I'm wearing fatigues, and it's like it's what I mean is, okay. So this one video I took down, and I moved it to October the 25th because it's too biased. But I'm trying to point out how that, like, well, where are women, and where's the sensitive side of the organism, and is that why everybody's getting sick, and is it just always going to be? It seems you want to call it male dominated. That's not what I mean, though. It's more like idiots are allowed to just fucking flail because they're listening to something that somebody told them, and it's gotta work, 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 and it's like, what do you, where are you all going? Why can't you manage your microcosms into something that's hospitable to where it's like, really, I think, and it's true, 3/4 of them are just running away from it. They're the quality of the relationships that are going on in their domestic scenes and their domestic scenes. A lot of them don't have yards that they can go out in and pick fruits off of and really it's like, why just a yard? Why can't the whole community figure out where the fuck do we farm in this area? And who wants to do it? Of course, a lot of people want to do it if they can, if they had. Man, do you understand how shitty people are nowadays, to where when you think of, like, oh, let's do this, and it's like, oh, what comes to mind is like, no, people steal it, people rip it off, people are corrupt, people are, what is it? Well, just thanks to the civilization controllers over there that has succeeded in, now it dates way back when, I don't know, what do you call it, like, was Jesus Christ, somebody saying, I think I see a problem, and you guys aren't going to remember it unless there was a traumatic sacrifice so that may live. Who knows what? Did it work out, you people? With the fake God? It's a big beware because just go with the feeling. And Thanks for listening to this. I have, like, one time I opened up a group on Facebook, and it was going pretty good, but then I just got in a bad place. I guess I just started going down, which you're bound to do that when you're on social media. It's the fall of humanity, and here's why: is because you are amplifying the fact that narcissists are here and they can care less about real life, and so nothing is going to happen. Like, you think you're getting a hold of somebody, right? And no, whoever fooled themselves about that, really, it's like a big alarm for me. And it's like, see, that's why I have blocked. And I don't even talk. I don't talk PM people. I don't care if it's like, my siblings or they're 100 miles away. People that so-called, listen, they were in my life, but they're not now. I don't care how many of people I have here, babes. You're not in my life. My life happens. See, you're operating this, and you're watching this video. I can put this in November, which is a life way over in the now, way over there, and I have a life happening then, and I have a life happening now. In my now, right now, I'm taking 21 minutes to try to tell people about something, how that I might abruptly stop making videos. See, it happened that I abruptly started. It happened that I made a few way back in 2015 or 16, and it's when I first opened an account with YouTube. And then but then I didn't post anything until I got back on, and I think it was 2021 when I was getting down to, that's when things started getting really bad with me. And I don't know, I was just getting on here to, I don't know, I think I'm 25 years ahead of my time. I think we're supposed to get on this thing. See, we're too late. We are too late in figuring out how to work this, and I hate to say it like that, but I think some of my videos have a tiny snippets of what possibly we can, but no. I'm getting more on the actual setup of this thing. When you see it, there's a sequence. It begins to shine. It says, no, this is the way you use this. In order for what, Shauna? Well, if this ever was a place for a, a social network to form away from the antisocial network. And it's hard to tell who's who with that, but now let's talk about let's talk about the possibility of people who are really, really doing the system, right? They are okay with, like, holding people hostage and calling it a family. I don't know. Uh, right? And it's like, damn, they can't stand it. They just want to get a divorce now, right? That kind of thing. Like, oh my God, you people. See, that's where I trip out. It's like, oh man, how are we going to get back into just being tribal? And oh God, it's so sick. And then we're supposed to think that money is the answer when really money has caused it all. The system, whatever, thinks it says, yeah, sure, come with us. Come with us. I don't know. Have a good day, babe. Sorry if I don't make a few videos. I need to take care of me, right? And hey, um, gotten this far. I want a bigger audience that can hear this kind of thing. So I'm suffering something that I've never been through before. I don't know if it's really happening or not. All I know is that I do not have my shit together, right? My finances, it's been a while, and that's how, I'm pretty sure that's how that some of the unwanted stuff can get into you, because they're they're saying that they are going to help you, but they're taking from you even more, right? And that could be our love lives, and that could be the capacity to love ourselves, because really it's like, well, this is what I like about myself. No, I want to get up, and they're really holding you down, really, and that might be going on. And if it isn't, I don't want that to happen. I want us to be able to hold everybody, feel less of the pain. And this is where I need to stop struggling and hope that somebody hears me, because I feel like, for the first time in a long, long time, I got kind of like the sniffles, I got, I don't know, something like a runny nose. But I think it might be temporary because I was out in the bushes today doing something and there's a lot of chemtrails, right? And I've been able to see, I've gone through stuff like this, but I nip it in the bud, and I'm trying to be strong. And I'm really grateful for the people that send a big donation, but you don't have to do that. I want to see, I, I'm saying it's got to be working for us that, like, okay, so like I was trying to mention on my last video, but I'll tell you here, I don't even know what's going up, but my narcissism videos, it's not up to me whether or not those are being put out to people to where it gets, like, I don't know, there's probably like 500 likes by now or something, but then it got me a lot of subscribers, and I don't know if they're just from Facebook friends or whatever, but I think there's a lot from there. But the point is I'm under the assumption that we can make contact here and we can probably support each other. Like, let's see, if 30 people sent me $20, isn't how much is that? That's a lot of money, isn't it? Like, if they really donated big, and say this is all I need per year. Man, I live on very very little, and I've been undermined. I just want to get back to meditating and being quiet enough to be able to nourish myself enough to be. I like being quiet enough to figure out what do I need to do next. And if people are around me that feel that's a threat because I might do something different than them, then those aren't really good people in your life, right? The good people who really love you want to see you try to do something that you can love of yourself and get back to us because we want you to come back to us with your best self, kind of a thing. I don't know. I think that's what any good mother would be like. So pray for me because I can feel something trying to infiltrate, and I'm pretty sure what I need to do is okay, I'll make some potatoes. I'll do it in the name of trying to clean my body out, right? You need to beat a cold and starve a fever, and sorry about this, and I'm sorry if I don't make any videos. Please pray for me and send me a donation of money if you can. I want a lot of people to do it, not just one or two people. I want it to be a regular thing. I'm not trying to get out of I'm trying to get out of the old world control system. And they'll have to deal with that we can walk up to the ATM and start taking money out. And see, I want it to all be gifts. You people need to just throw away reporting your financial activity. Just say, we're all gifting each other here, okay? Because then they can't tax you or something? I don't know. Okay, pray for me because, yes, I know how to take care of myself, but this is like really at the edge. I've never been through what I think I'm going through, which is like, can you help me snap out of it? It's not fair to them. It's not fair to me that I don't have a good source of support, right? We want to be good for each other. And I think I said it in this video. It's like, well, yeah, it dawns on me that we are not financially compatible. Yeah, but I'm looking into a delicacy. I keep trying to talk about it here. I might be, but it does cross my mind every once in a while, and it's like, well, isn't there this word called balance? We need to achieve a balance. See, I'm going through extreme low self-worth, and I think that I'm experiencing already. I just hanging around the kind of people I do, which I don't really think they are who they say they are. Please help me. And so, because you would think we'd be feeling better, but I am feeling so fucking drained and actually thinking that I'm getting sick now. So pray for us all. Um, I want to be able to take care of myself with the remedies that I know that I can use on myself. I need to really feel good about my life, right? And that's we already know that's not up to anybody. Oh my God, I feel like I'm getting sick doing this. Please help us, man. I'll try to stay on here, but it might be just people. It might be a good classic example of somebody hanging on here, but no, I feel like I am doing it a little bit too late. Like we should have done it a long time. I was time ago and say, no, monetize this thing. And what you do is you keep the people that are in your club, maybe, or whatever it is, but really it's just, it should have, God, it should be based in just a very general, perhaps, are you an empath? Are you feeling it? See, I have my word thing that says, no, can you see the birds in the word? Because if you can't, you're you're probably not a human being. I don't know if you're putting those, if I'm getting it across very well on what I'm trying to tell you about that. But it's simple as you can understand how whenever they ask you to make sure you're not a robot, can you identify this and that? And sometimes they give you a squiggly look, but really, no, I'm not talking about that. No, this is profound. And I'll close it out with this. It's profound because look here, look what's here. Look what's here. If you use the R rule, he is there too. Where? Here. Where is here too? She is here. She is here. You see what's in she is here? He is her. Now, will a human being agree and put money on it? I think so, and that should go global, and we open our own banks. Man, this is tough on me because I don't have any funding to help me keep my train of thought on this, and I think I'm so onto something. I am fucking so onto something. It's like we can have shepherds. Okay, so if you know what the word is in sheepherds, is he, her. Write it down yourself and find the two words lined up. You don't even have to jumble it up. Those are instructions right there. It's easy. Let's take care of each other. Come on.